You think you've watched Breaking Bad? Think again. Because what if I told you that this show was secretly spoiling itself the entire time? No, seriously. Some of the biggest deaths and character endings were hidden in plain sight, right in front of our eyes. And the craziest part? Most fans never noticed. Breaking Bad isn't just a crime drama. It's like a giant puzzle. The writers leave clues everywhere, and years later people are still finding them. Today, I'm going to show you 5 hidden details that completely changed the way I look at this series. By the time we get to number 5, you'll realize these weren't accidents. They were warnings. Let's start with Gus Fring. At first glance, Gus looks calm, professional, and always in control. But throughout the show, he's constantly shown in reflections, mirrors, and shots where his face appears split into 2 parts. It seems like a cool visual style until you remember how his story ends. After the explosion, half of his face is gone. The show was literally showing us his fate long before it happened. Now let's move on to Hank Schrader. Hank is the hunter. He's the DEA agent chasing criminals for the entire series. But if you pay attention, he's often filmed behind fences, windows, bars, and metal grids. It's almost as if the camera is putting him inside a cage. The hunter is secretly trapped before he even realizes it. And sadly, that's exactly where his story leads. Next up is Mike Ehrmantraut, probably one of the coolest characters in television history. Here's something interesting. Mike is repeatedly shown near water, rivers, lakes, and streams. In storytelling, water often represents peace, freedom, and escape. Things Mike has been searching for his entire life. And where does his journey come to an end? Beside a river. It's a subtle clue that most viewers completely miss. Now let's talk about Walter White. As the series progresses, something strange happens. His shadow keeps getting bigger. Sometimes it even looks larger than Walter himself. That's because the shadow represents Heisenberg. The more power Walter gains, the more Heisenberg takes over. Little by little, the chemistry teacher disappears. And finally, the most chilling clue of all. The pink teddy bear. Most fans know it symbolizes tragedy after the plane crash. But look closely. The bear is missing one eye. Just like Walter slowly loses the ability to see the consequences of his actions. The more power he gets, the less he sees the damage he's causing. So here's the crazy conclusion. Breaking Bad doesn't predict the future. It quietly shows you the future, and then waits to see if you're paying attention. And that's exactly why it's still considered one of the greatest TV shows ever made. How many of these did you notice before today?